Hey everyone, first off, I want to fill you in on the doll show because I didn't finish the video. I didn't sell any dolls, but I did have a lot of people take my card, especially when I started mentioning that I could do custom orders, because I had the sign on the front of the table, like pinned to the tablecloth, so, and we were really close to the other wall, so there wasn't a lot of walking room for people, so I don't think many people saw my sign where it said custom orders available. So, yeah, they didn't really see it. So, and I kind of realized that like toward the end of the show. So I started to mention it to people, and then people were kind of interested by that. And I didn't just have dolls, as you probably saw from the pictures. I had the other things that I sell in my Etsy store. I had baby onesies, I had my tooth fairy pillows and the American Girl doll bags, baby bracelets, fake formula bottles, and I also had a couple of reborning tutorial DVDs that I no longer wanted that I brought. So I sold one of those DVDs, I sold one onesie, and I sold 2 fake formula bottles, and that was it. Really, I ended up spending that money at McPherson's table at the doll show. McPherson's is a Canadian art supply store, and I buy a lot of my reborning supplies from them. So it was kind of neat to see them there, so I could actually look at some of their products, maybe certain things that I had been considering ordering but never really did because I wasn't sure about them. So I got to see them, and so as it turns out, there's a new reborning kit coming out this month. I think it's supposed to ship out this week, and I had pre-ordered it, and it's called Buggy, and I know it's a weird name, but it is an absolutely gorgeous doll. It's very newborn looking, and it's pretty popular. A lot of people are wanting it, or have ordered it, and so I'm looking forward to getting that and reborning that. However, I realized at the doll show, because Amy went and did shopping there as well, I forgot to order a body to go with the doll parts, and McPherson's had the type of bodies that you need for this kit. So I bought that, and then I also bought some more hair because I was running low on browns. Got lots of blonde, but running low on browns. And I tried a new kind that's a little bit cheaper, but Amy's told me that it's actually better than the expensive stuff, and it's softer. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that roots and how that works. But that pretty much was what I made that day, and then some. But it was a lot of fun. It was a long day. My friend Amy is amazing, and she got us like this awesome hotel room, and I've always been a giving type of person myself. I always like giving to people, and so now that she's giving to me, it feels really weird for me because I'm usually the giver. And so she paid for this hotel room, and you know, like, she treated me to dinner on the Sunday after the show, and she helped me finish rooting because there was no way I was going to finish it. She goes a lot faster than I do. And I feel really bad that I couldn't pay for half of the hotel room. However, we need money for bills for November and December until I find another job. So I'm not comfortable with that, but it was a lot of fun. We were up until 4 in the morning because she was finishing off the doll for me. And that was just a bad move. We just shouldn't have bothered. I mean, no one bought any of my dolls anyway, as it turns out. So it probably wouldn't have mattered that I only had 3. But thank you, Amy, for everything. I know I've said it before, but thank you. It was a great weekend, and I had lots of fun. And I actually took the first Reborn I made with me. And surprisingly, I just brought her for fun. I mean, she's definitely not the quality that I do now. But we had her sitting on the bench with Amy's toddler doll, and I don't know how many people asked me about her. I probably could have sold her if I had wanted to, but because she's my first piece of art, I wanted to keep her. But yeah, everyone would stop and admire her and ask how much she was, and then I would say, oh, she's not for sale, and then they would look disappointed. So, I mean, I guess if I was really desperate for money, I probably could have sold her, but I don't know, I'm kind of sentimental that way, and it was my very first one, and so it's kind of nice to look back on how far I've come with my work. But we took her into McDonald's on the Saturday. We stopped into McDonald's because it took us longer than, it was supposed to be a 2-hour drive, but it took us a hell of a lot longer because there was so much traffic, and so by that time we had been stuck in traffic for quite a while, so I needed to stretch my legs, plus I was starving. So we went to McDonald's and took Chloe, which is the name of my first Reborn, in with us. And there was a lady in line in front of us and then 2 men in front of her. And they both kept looking back at her and staring and chuckling and staring. And the lady kept looking, and we could tell she was thinking it was real. But we were waiting for her expression to change to show that she had realized it was a doll. Because Chloe has open eyes, so eventually you're going to realize this baby isn't blinking. Well, this lady didn't get it. She did not catch on. And she finally looked at me and said, well, she has just found something so interesting that has caught her interest, and she's just staring and staring at it. So we had a good laugh over that, and then we, told her that it was a doll, and she was totally blown away. She didn't believe it, and she had to touch her, and she just could not believe it. And at the same time, the 2 men in front of her had been chuckling, and we thought they had caught on that it was a doll. But when they heard us say it was a doll, it became apparent that they had thought it was real too. And so they were like, no way. And this one guy was like, I just kept laughing because he's like, this baby was starting to creep me out because it kept staring at me. So that was pretty funny. And so I ended up handing out some of my business cards there. So we'll see what happens with that. And then when we checked into the hotel, we brought her in, and the man behind the desk thought she was real and asked if she was footing the bill, just as a joke. And then I kind of propped her with her head peeking over the side of the counter, and the man was like, oh, here's your bill, honey. And so he just wasn't getting that it was a doll. So Amy took the doll's hand and went tap, tap, tap on the counter to try and get him to like hear the plastic sound. He still didn't get it. He was like, oh, hello, hello. So it was a lot of fun just messing with people like that. And then we went and visited her brother that evening, and then went back to the hotel and was up until 4 in the morning. And at one point at like 1:30 in the morning, we went down to the vending machine to get a snack and some drinks. And we saw some people going to someone's hotel room at 1:30 in the morning with balloons and presents that said happy 60th birthday. Huh. So people were having a birthday party at 1:30 in the morning, and then there was a drunk guy or something passed out on one of the couches by the elevator, which was interesting. But it was a beautiful hotel, but it was just funny seeing all this stuff going on. And then at the doll show, like I said, I didn't really sell much, but I did pass out a lot of cards, and it was still a lot of fun. And we are doing the Seasons Christmas show in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks. November 19th to the 21st. So it's 3 days. So this time I'll make sure to sleep before I go, because I was just dragging my butt the whole day and I was ready to drop. Not a good thing to do. I'm surprised it didn't flare my lupus, but I've actually been not too bad this week. I'm surprised because I'm taking 5 milligrams every second day, and so far so good. I have a few aches, like this finger's a little bit swollen and sore, but it's nothing major. And my knee was swollen the last 2 days, but it seems to be going down now. And it only had pain really on the first day of swelling. So I've been okay. And I pretty much went to bed almost as soon as I got home that night. I didn't even bother unpacking most of my stuff until like days later. And so I've really just been resting a lot this weekend, just like taking it easy, because today was my last day of work, and so now I won't be working, so I'll be able to work on dolls all day if I want for the next show. So hopefully that means I'll have more to take to the next show, because I already have the 4 done. And hopefully, you know, yeah, that'll be great. Like, and the demographics are better at the season show. It's a lot of people that have a lot of money that go there. So, you know, we can probably put our prices a little bit higher, and we should be able to get those prices, hopefully. Would be nice. Could really use the money right now. But yeah, so it was a really fun weekend. And tomorrow night I am going with a bunch of my friends to Halloween haunt at Canada's Wonderland. I have always hated walk through haunted houses because I hate people that like pop out at you. And I went in one when I was 10 and went out the chicken door. I didn't even finish it, but I was 10 then. I'm 28 now, so I should know it's not real, but I'm still like terrified to death. But I just thought I'll go for it because I haven't been out for a night of fun in ages, well, except for last weekend at the London Doll Show, but like I just need to get out and live a little. And at first I didn't think I could go because I didn't think I could afford it, but my friends again are giving to me this time. They all pitched in for my ticket, so that was great. So it's just kind of shown me who my friends are. I, for some reason, for a while didn't think I had very many, but all of a sudden they're really here for me when I need them, and That's great. And so I'm looking forward to having some fun tomorrow. I just hope I don't have a heart attack.